since this was sitting in my room for a while, my room is kind of cold. It solidified, Lord Jesus, and I hate you. You're doing so good. Okay, I'm gonna edit that out. Hello everybody, my name is Brittany. I'm your RA on the second floor, and today my program is going to be teaching you how to make soap. So today I'm making my carrot turmeric soap. Carrot turmeric is actually good for your face and dark spots and complexion and stuff like that. So as you see here, I've already set up everything I need for my soap. So I have olive oil, I have palm oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, castor oil, some sodium lactate, which makes the soap hard, and then I have the lye, which is the cleaning agent in the soap, and then I already did my carrot puree, which is it goes in the soap, and then I have my essential oil. It's orange smell to make it smell good. I have my alcohol to spritz it with afterwards, and then I have my turmeric, which is going to go in the soap. I have my oats, which is going to go in the soap also, or on top of the soap, which is just an exfoliant. And then I have my water. I have my thermometer to keep watch of how hot my soaps get, because it doesn't need to be too hot, too cold. Then I have my knife, my spatula to scoop everything out and put it in my bowl, and then I have 2 extra bowls. And then I have my recipe right here. This is one that I made by myself going off another recipe, and I just have instructions just in case I need some reminding, even though I've done this a couple times. So we're going to first get 10 ounces of olive oil. So I'm going to take the olive oil, and it's very important with this scale that you put this on here and then you press it again and make sure it's 0 out, so it can measure how much oil is going into the container rather than it's accounting for the container and the oil. So just make sure you 0 it out. So it's very important that you get right on the dot. So I have to get right on 10 fluid ounces. I don't need any more, any less. And then if I get a little bit more, then I just take the cap, pour it back in here, take a little bit more of the cap, and it's right at 10. And then I'm just gonna pour it in the big container. I have a spatula because I don't know what happened to my flat little scraper thingy, so we're just gonna rock with the spatula right now. Okay, so next, after we do 10 ounces of olive oil, we're gonna do 10 ounces of palm oil. Now the thing with palm oil, it has to be in liquid form before you pour it. So I had to run it under some hot water to get it into liquid form, but I don't think I ran it long enough because it's a little hard getting these little liquids out.
You just gotta get the 10 ounces. You have to run under. You have to run it under water a little bit more. But patience is key, because we're at 9 ounces right now. Probably need to get a little bit more.
Okay, so I poured 10 ounces in, and we're going to pour it into the olive oil. And we're going to take our spatula, we're just going to scrape the edges like so, get all of the palm oil out, and then we're going to move on to 9 ounces of coconut oil, which coconut oil can be in its solid form, so we don't have to worry about melting it like we did the palm oil. So I'll put this right here. I'm gonna grab my coconut oil. That was far. Alright. Then, like always, make sure to 0 out your container. Your scale. I'll take my spoon and we're gonna measure out 9 ounces of coconut oil. I don't know what happened to my big spoon, so we're gonna rock with this little one. Okay, so I have my 9 ounces of coconut oil here. And like I said, it does not have to be in liquid form, so I just literally drop it in. You can see all the oils already that I already measured out. Alright, so now we're going to go to 2 ounces of avocado oil. Take my avocado oil. It's already cleared out, so I don't have to clear it. I guess this avocado oil is new, so I'm going to try to open it with these nails. So, I think I have 2 ounces of avocado oil in here. Hopefully so. Yeah, I think I do. Directly on 2. We're going to stop there. 2. Let's put this here. And we're going to pour it in here. Make sure everything is out. You just want to make sure all the oil is out because every little bit counts. Because essentially it's a recipe, so you have to stick to it. It's not an eyeballing thing. So now you're going to do 1 ounce of castor oil. Again, it's zeroed out, so I can go ahead and pour it in. I have just enough. There we go. That's enough. Alright, great. I'm about to buy some more castor oil. Make sure all the castor oil goes in. So now we are going to put all of the oils into the microwave to melt them down a little bit. And then we're going to check on the lye that I made before I started filming. And we're going to see that temperature. And then if that's the right temperature, then we can pour the lye in and then we can get to mixing our soap. So we're just going to put it in the microwave for a little bit. I just put it in there for like 2 minutes and then, well, I'm putting 1 minute and 21 seconds. Okay, so I put my my oils in here, and you see how it's still kind of, stop! I'm glad that didn't drop, because I ain't got no more. Keep going. Okay. And you see how it's kind of still solid in here? That means I have to warm it up a little bit more just so everything is liquid. So I'm gonna put this back in here. And I'm gonna put it for like, like a minute. I'll stop halfway. We have the lye. And the lye is the cleaning agent in the soap, but the most important thing about lye is you do not want to get this on your skin. So when I did my lye, I made sure I had my gloves on, I made sure I had my apron on, and I made sure I had protective eyewear because this is very dangerous. And the most important thing is that you pour the lye into the water and not the water into the lye, because it will splash back and it can burn your skin and cause you to go blind. So the most important thing in soap making is to make sure that you are very safe with the lye. So because the lye with water, it reacts, it gets very hot. So I don't want my lye to be so hot going into my oils. So I have to put my lye, because it's very hot right now, it's at 150, into this cold bath water. And I'm gonna have to wait till it cools down to about 100, and I'm gonna wait till my oils also cool down to 100. So I'll probably take this thermometer out in a minute. Okay, so right now it's at 150. So So I'm gonna take this out, make sure to wipe it down, and I'm gonna go back to my oils, and it should be all melted right now. Yeah. Okay, so it's all melted. Give it a good stir, and I'm gonna see at what temperature it's at right now. So, give it a second. It's not quite at 100, so I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator right quick to get it down to 100, because I need both of the oils and the lye to be at 100. So, to make the soap, you don't have to have a refrigerator, but it makes the process go by really much quicker, because you don't just have to let it sit in cool, you know, in regular temperature. So having a refrigerator is very much easier. So now we're just gonna wait till both cool down to 100, and then we'll be back to mixing the soap together. Okay, so now we're gonna check on our oil. And right now it is at, going to 100. It's about 100. We're good. It's about at 100. It's a little bit less. It's okay. So we're gonna close this refrigerator. There we go. And now we're gonna check on our lye solution. Wipe this off. Should be at 100. It's also a little bit at 100 too, so we're going to take this out. Be very careful, because remember, it is dangerous before you mix it into the oil. So we're gonna put this down. We're done with that. So we're gonna take our stick blender and we're going to mix the oils a little bit before we add the lye. So I'm gonna first mix it like this, and then it's gonna get a little loud right quick. So hold on. And so before I continue mixing it, I need to put my sodium lactate in it. And this is basically to make the soap hard. So I'm going to put 2 spoonfuls of this. 1, 2. So if you don't put that in there, your soap is going to take a little longer to get hard. I'm going to mix a little bit more. That's about good enough. All right, so now we're going to take our lye, and we're going to pour it down this stick blender so it does not splash back up to your face. So this is very important that you pour it down the barrel of the stick blender. Like the oils, make sure you get every little last bit of it. All right, now, just like I said in the beginning, we're gonna mix it like this first, just to get that lye in there. So if anything splashed up, it's just not lye splashing back in your face. It's a mixture of lye and oil, which is, the lye is safe now. All right, so now we're going to mix it. Now the soap is starting to change colors. Alright, and I'm going to mix it for a couple more minutes, and I'm going to add my puree in there. So you're going to mix it till it comes to a light trace, which it isn't there yet. So a light trace means you can kind of see it in the soap or in the oils, like a trace kind of, and it's not there yet. So I'm gonna mix it a little bit more until I can kind of see it. I'm gonna add my carrot puree in here. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna take this and mix it a little bit. Oops. So basically all this is carrots and water. It's 3 ounces of carrots and then 1.6 ounces of water. And then I just mix it in the blender. You just pour it in. Doesn't matter where you pour it, just make sure you have all of it in there. You can see it's already giving it that orange color. All right. And now we're going to add our turmeric. We're going to add our turmeric. Make sure you don't add too much because turmeric can stain the skin. So you just want a little bit in there. And this soap, since it does have turmeric in it, don't use it every single day. I'm going to see how much this gives us and then I'll probably add a little bit more. You don't need to use the turmeric soap every day just because it has turmeric in it, and like I said, it can stain the skin. We're going to pour our essential oil in there, and like I said, it is going to be an orange now. And you don't want to pour that much in it to where it's overbearing and overpowering. So, let me get it open. Okay. Hello. Oh, there it goes. All right, so I'm gonna pour. And with essential oil, it when you put essential oil in there, it starts to get thicker. Okay, so after the soap is finished mixing and it's at a good trace to where, like if I do this, it leaves a little trace along it's a little thick. That's what I meant. That's basically what it means to have a good trace. So it's thick. We're gonna move that out the way, put it right there, and we're gonna pour it into our soap container and make sure it's good. We're gonna stop halfway through and we're going to tap it down. So this soap is very thin, so it takes a little time to solidify. Like some of my other soaps, it's thicker when I mix it, but this is thin because of all the water discount we put in there when using the carrots and stuff like that. So it'll take a little while to thicken, but the major thing is just to make sure it's equally poured in. Keep pouring, keep pouring, keep pouring, keep pouring. And of course, you're going to take your spatula and get everything out of there. So my recipe makes 2 pounds of soap. This is a 2-pound container. Most containers that you find are 2 pounds. So just make sure your recipe accounts for the 2 pounds of soap, unless you have like 2 of these containers and you can triple everything, which will be 4 pounds of soap. But it makes just enough. Alright, so now, like I said before, you just knock it just to make sure everything is very liquidy. I don't know why it's like that. It'll solidify. And then you're gonna take your alcohol and you're gonna take oats. I put oats on top of it. You can put whatever exfoliant you want on top of it. I just put oats on mine, on this specific bar. But first you're gonna spray it with some alcohol, and the alcohol just ensures that it doesn't get ashy while it's solidifying. And you're gonna take a little bit of oats, and you're gonna just place it on top. Doesn't matter how much, doesn't matter how little. I like to put a good bit on it. Okay, and so like I said on my flyer, there will be a raffle at the end of the month to win this soap, or I have 2 other soaps. It doesn't matter which one you want. So all you have to do is just fill out the link below in the description box, and you will be entering to win one of the soaps. So there's 3 people that will be eligible to win. So just make sure y'all do that. Final thing, again, spritz it with some alcohol. And y'all, that is it. Thank you for tuning in on me making my soaps. I hope you guys learned a little bit about how to make soaps and how to be safe doing it. So if you have any questions, I'm always in the office, or I live on the 2nd floor. So bye.